More fun shopping up ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, I never get to play in Mike Mezak's playground. Like ever. I'm never part of his reindeer games. I am tonight, Mike. Why are they keeping us apart?
I have no idea.
See, I know. Wit, brains, beauty, it all comes together in this jam-packed hour. Very good. I have to say, if you're used to seeing Mike over the course of a 2-hour show, this is going to be fast-paced and furious. You've really curated some fabulous things. And I have to say, Mike, we'll just jump right in.
This is a you gotta pay attention show.
It is.
Okay, because we're going to move really, really fast. We're going to start with, might as well just kind of get going. This is an Australian wedge-tailed eagle silver coin.
Okay.
Now, for those people that collect, you go, oh my goodness, and you're already on the phone. For those that don't, the wedge-tailed eagle is kind of, it's not really the bald eagle of Australia, but it's an important kind of indigenous eagle for Australia. 2 years, well, actually it's 4 years ago now, 2 coins ago, they put out the first wedge-tailed eagle, which I think had about 8,000 mintage on it. That coin can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, particularly in certified condition. That went from 2014 to 2015. They made another eagle in 16 and 17 that sold out and commands huge premiums in the marketplace. So this year, and one of the things that they do to make this so important is very tiny mintages. 50,000 coins. If this was an American silver eagle, it would be the second rarest American silver eagle, and I would have to be, the first rarest in this condition is about 30,000, the third rarest would be about 8,000, and this would be 99 bucks if it was an American eagle. So in terms of that's what you have. Additionally, instead of it being a 2-year issue, it's only going to be done for 1 year and 1 year only, just this year.
Oh, wow.
And so we were allocated, that's this thing, with 50,000, you get an allocation, you only get a certain amount of coins. I have fewer than 300 of my coins that are left in mint state 70 perfect condition, as you see, annex certified, exclusive to us here at HSN.
Dynamite. And you're doing the presentation box as well?
Absolutely, yeah, the Red Oak presentation box. Yeah, $14.95 value there.
All right, just so you know that to Mike's point, I mean, this is absolutely strike while the iron is hot. I mean, it really is. And it's interesting, new friends, Jim and Rhonda, that I met last night, I said I had a coin show coming up, and I think people appreciate not only the collectability, but the beauty of coins. And that's one of the things that Jim said too. He's like, they're like little miniature works of art. And you really
there's no doubt, because I mean, you go into, I mean, the process for doing this in the United States and Australia is very public. So, I mean, the public's involved. They have public commissions that do this. They run through 100 iterations of this coin till they find the absolute perfect wedge-tailed look. And this is a mother wedge-tailed eagle, as you can see, with a fledgling right there. Of course, since it's an Australian coin, you have Elizabeth II that is in there. It's technically legal tender, but of course, you know, an ounce of pure silver. But it is such a collectible coin. Obviously, nobody's ever going to spend it. Yeah, it's just you could, I guess, if you hate your money. I mean, you know,
in theory.
But it'll be okay. I mean, somebody would be glad to take it off your hands, I'm sure.
For sure.
But what you have here is collectability, desirability. You have some longevity in this, since this is the third coin. And the Australian Mint was very wise in terms of they kept the mintage low and only made it for 1 year instead of 2. So what they've added is additional collectability to this coin to keep kind of that legacy of the wedge-tailed eagle, coin that they started so brilliantly in 2013 and 14 were the first ones that they did. And like I said, those coins can bring thousands of dollars, particularly the 2013s, and they were made 2 years. Well, this just a single year, still an incredibly small mintage. Now, of the 50,000, there's not 50,000 in mint state 70 annex. Or mint state 70, anything. In mint state 70 annex, the entire universe is like 400 coins.
So, you know, do a little education for people too, Mike, because I think people, it's not only the source and the mintage and the limited availability. I mean, so when we talk about that condition, that's
key. Well, in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. So that 1995 W American Silver Eagle, that's kind of the king of American Silver Eagles. In mint state 69, it's a $5,000 coin. But in mint state 70, it's a $30,000 coin.
Oh, wow.
Okay. In a Morgan silver dollar, a mint state 69 is a $100,000 coin. A mint state 70 would be a $8 million coin. That one difference in grade, and these are perfect. And in coins, Mint State 70 is perfect. There's no grade higher. There's no Mint State 71 or 70.1. So this is absolute and total perfection. You'll see that we have a Mint State 70 Silver Eagle set coming up. That has been one of our absolute best sellers. I'm down to the last 27 sets. They will all absolutely guaranteed sell. I think it's about 2 or 3 items down. When that comes up, just jump right in.
Oh, for sure. And the same holds true here. In fact, with the number of people who are joining us in the various forms of ordering, I would say this is almost virtually spoken for at this point. So definitely, and that's why we keep saying you really do have to strike while the iron is hot. This is really an abbreviated show. It's only 60 minutes. It's fast-paced and furious. We're going to get through a lot of different product for you. And, you know, for those of you out there who are looking for not only a perfect coin, you said just 1 year of issue on this?
1 year of issue. All the other wedge-tailed eagles had 2 years of issue with that design. So this design is 1 year and 1 year only.
Okay, so grab the limited, and I do mean limited availability on this, 614164. All right, we're moving along. What you got for us next?
This is an insider coin.
Okay.
This is a coin that we first sold last year. As you see, it was a customer pick, still is a customer pick at $149.95. The SP American Eagle is what's called the satin finish. It's the special coin made by the United States government. You can see it's the West Point Minute, so it's an uncirculated, but it's a special finish. It's a satin finish. It's what we call the SP. We released this in October of last year, sold most of them then, sold about 3,000 coins. I like to hold about 1/3 of the mintage because that's all I have forever. It's not like one show or one visit or whatever. So all I can ever make of this coin is 3,195. When it came out, it was just one of the SP Eagles. The government has been making these since 2006, and of the 3 different styles of American Eagle, this is the rarest. I usually hold these till about October of this year. But I got some information this week that I decided to go ahead and release. The final of our first day of issues. And we've already sold 250 of these so far today because word has gotten out. Let me explain what that word is. Until about last week, nobody really knew this, but as you can imagine, I know folks, I know people, I know, and then combined with that, and public information that the United States Mint basically has to release if you ask them, we have determined that beyond a shadow of a doubt, this will be the rarest SP American Eagle. This will be the rarest SP American Eagle that the United States government has ever done. So from 2006, when they started making this special satin finish or burnished, almost burnished American Eagle in 2006 through 2006, this will be the rarest coin. Now, of course, I've come up with this additional information, but my price has not gone up. I still give you the red oak presentation box. Still a customer pick, but now with significant additional information. But it goes even deeper than that. In 1986, when President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act and created the most popularly collected silver coin in the history of the world, the American Silver Eagle, from 1986 until 2006, they only made 2 different coins. They made a Mint State regular bullion coin, and then they made a proof coin that was a collector coin. And for the first several years, it was made at the San Francisco Mint, the proof coin, and then everything moved to West Point. In each and every year from then to date, the most common of those coins is the Mint State coin. They make the most of those. The second most common is the proof coin. And then they started doing the SP coin in 2006. And the SP coin is the rarest of those. So here's the news flash, and here's why this is important. Here's why we've sold only 260. I only have 787 left. Of all of the regular issue American Mint State Eagles, proof Eagles, and satin finish Eagles, this is the rarest coin. So now we have got a new king of the regular issue American Silver Eagle, and is this coin. And I have not, even though I have that information, and literally before today, and I started broadcasting this, like 10 people knew in the entire United States. Now everybody's going to know, and that's why we've sold so many of these. A friend of mine I was talking to between shows, and I told him about it. He says, yeah, I heard you at 2 p.m. He says, I went and found 500 and bought them and put them away. Not even the certified ones. Just the regular, just the raw ones that haven't been certified and guaranteed to be first day of issue. Now, his can never be first day of issue.
I was just going to say, talk about that, because you actually kind of created that in the industry.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
you did create it.
I started certifying buying all modern issue coins. I did it first before anybody. And then we decided first day of issue was a thing, surely by accident.
Right.
It's interesting. So we have to go all the way back to the year 2000. And the United States government, when they sell an American Eagle, I'm going to go get this.
Okay.
They sell them in these boxes. Okay, and this is 500 coins, and this is what they come in right here. The United States Mint. There's 500 coins. This is a 2000, and they write the number. This is the number of the box. Well, we got these, and then there's a ticker tape literally inside with a, I mean like a ticker tape that someone signs that also matches the box number for it. So we had box number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
So we said, well, that had to be from the very first day. And so we created first day of issue out of that.
Exactly.
And that's exactly how first day of issue started 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's a mainstay in the industry. So this is first day of issue. So what it means now is it was basically ordered the very first day you could order the coins, okay? And so we ordered literally thousands and thousands of coins so we can fulfill our first day of issue edition that you're going to have right here. These coins were bought, purchased, and put into that in 2017. So this is a 2017 coin.
Yeah.
I saved these from October 2017 till now. And so that's why I can still do first day of issue. Now, I could well go into the market after we sell through this and be able to get some more coins and grade them in state 70 and do not less than 149, but 149, 159, 169, who knows where the market's going to go with the rarest of the rare.
Right.
But none of them will be first day of issue. The thing that we do with first day of issue that makes it so important and so incredible is we don't charge extra for it. So in other words, while we designate it that, it's just an additional designator of value. So you get first day of issue of the rarest regular issue Silver Eagle the United States government has ever done. You get it in absolutely perfect SP70 condition. You get it with the red oak presentation box. You get it at my original issue price. And if you'll notice, we have a little counter in here so we can kind of see what's being sold. And I see these going up 5 and 6 and 8 at a time. That is, I think, clearly dealer shopping, because when this is in essence wholesale. Because for Annex first day of issue, not a single solitary person pays less than $149.95. The problem becomes is once I sell this out, there's nobody out there that are going to be selling them at $149. That will be the base price that they do, the regular issue price. And like I said, we started the day with about 1,050 coins that were left in the edition. We are down to 720 of those coins. Now, with everybody on the phone, I think I'm probably under 500 of those coins, assuming everybody orders a single solitary coin. I cannot impress upon you enough the significance of this coin. The fact that it's the rarest regular issue American Silver Eagle. I'll give you an example. In 2016, they issued a set of American Silver Eagles called the Congratulations set. It's a nice little white set. It says Congratulations. And it has a proof American Silver Eagle in it. The United States government only made 6,700 of them. We originally sold that coin because it was the rarest Congratulations set. The United States sold that coin originally, and I think we sold it for $149 or $159.
Wow.
I think we are currently sold out on HSN.com at $2,000 per coin. We sold about 200 of those. I had the largest group in the United States, and I think we sold it in a single solitary show here that we've done, because all of a sudden people realize it's the rarest. Well, folks, this is the rarest. And it's not just the rarest SP coin. Of all of the mint state proof and satin finish or SP matte finished American Silver Eagles, the regular issue coins from 1986 until today, this is the rarest coin. By mintage, by sales, is exactly what you have right now. That is an opportunity that up until 5 days ago, nobody even knew that you had. It was a great coin. It was a great buy. I sold 2,000 before people knew about that. Okay, and we sold that, last time we sold this was in October. There was probably 2 shows. So now I've got the same coin, but with fantastically additional information that adds significantly to the value, collectability, and desirability of this coin. And I'm doing this now for, there's 680 left, and like I said, lots and lots of people, almost 400 sold. So what I would do is get on this very, very quickly.
And you know what's interesting about that too? This is one of those shows where I'm almost surprised when I say it out loud that we are not limiting quantities, because it doesn't quite make sense when I say that, especially since Mike and nobody is a better font of information or more plugged in than Mike Mezak. So we already know that it was a great value. But the whole idea is, so when the quantities that you have on this first day of issue of what you've already confirmed will be the rarest of these Silver Eagles, when this allocation is gone, your first day of issue.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Now we may continue to try to sell the coin, but it won't be first day of issue, and it's going to be this price or higher.
Right.
That's an absolute guarantee. It's funny when you said, you know, we're not limiting equality. I try to never do this. I mean, it is America.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But you're right. But there's a lot of places that do, and I've had to do it in the past.
Right.
This would be a perfect example of a coin where I may dust that off and bring it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I want everybody to have the opportunity, because it is literally brand new, important information. It is important. It is information that is absolutely critical to your purchasing decision. Okay, I know I want a perfect SP Eagle. It's at West Point. It's not a regular Mint State Eagle.
Right.
I know that's important. I know that's valuable. I've bought these in the past. But now I know it's the rarest SP Eagle, and the SP Eagles are the rarest of all of the regular issue Eagles. So now I've got this fantastic additional information that allows me to purchase a coin that I think is absolutely, positively, incredibly significant. And so now we add that into our purchasing decision. Now, like if I was an average coin dealer, I would have raised the price on this 20 or 60 or 80 or 100 or 200 or $500, which is where it may go at some point. But if I'm in these at the original issue price, you can be in these at the original issue price. And that is absolutely, positively key and crucial. Like I said, with everybody on the phone, probably only a couple of hundred of these left.
Let me just put it to you this way. I've known Mike for well over 2 decades, and this is the first time I've ever said this on the air, Mike. If I'm considering leaving the set to order this coin.
Yes.
No, I really am.
It's that important of a coin.
I'm serious.
You wouldn't be the first host that left to literally go order a coin.
I know. Trust me. We are a select, but we're no dummies. I'll put it to you that way.
And in case you're doing the math at home, Shannon and I have known each other since we were 12.
Yes, exactly.
Over 20 years ago.
Exactly. Haven't aged a day.
Not a day.
Nah. All right. Well, look at you. You're like King Midas out here. You're just doling out your money.
And that's how you feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what that is? That's the sound of money. These are silver Kennedy half dollars.
Oh, that's the sound of happiness right there, my friend.
And you know, I remember, you know, my father and grandfather, you know, they'd kind of jiggle the change. And this is what it sounded like, because they used to make silver coins.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound, why doesn't it sound like that anymore?
It's not silver. Silver is what makes a bell ring. So when you ring a bell, there's a lot of silver in good bells. And so what you have here is the last silver coins ever made by the United States government that were intended for circulation. Now, here's what I've done, is I've taken these coins right here. And not only am I giving you 10 of these coins, so $7.99 a piece, 10 of those coins, right? So you get 10 for $79.95, silver Kennedy half dollars. I've made sure that every single one of them is original, brilliant,
you know, one of the cocktails I had last night was more than $7.99.
Yeah, of course. How could it not be?
I'm just saying.
You know, I'm just saying. I mean, I paid more than that for a beer recently.
Right,
you know, so yeah. I mean, it just is.
I'm just thinking on the relative scale of investment.
Right, and precisely. In terms of longevity of investment. Yes, exactly. So you have the Kennedy half dollar. Now here's the interesting.
You got to tell everybody what this is.
Oh, this is a nationally advertised catalog. People always ask me about the catalog.
Yeah, I know. It's like because they're like, what is that?
And they go, well, so what catalog is it? I said, I don't like to say their name, but I can tell you this: when I was a 12-year-old paper boy. So that was 20 years ago. Okay, maybe longer than that. And I was collecting coins, and I was 12 years old. I literally ordered coins out of this catalog. That's how long they've been around. So I have the catalog here, and the $7.99 represents more the silver value of these coins. I have here, because I wanted to bring in here, is the uncirculated, what they charge for these coins in uncirculated condition. At the lowest end, it's $19.50, and at the highest end, it's $31.50. So in other words, this roll of 10, if purchased separately, has a value between $195 and $315. $195 and $315. Yes, I had to say that twice. We're $79.95. It is your opportunity to own numismatic coins at basically silver pricing. That's what we're doing with this. So we have already sold 200 of these. Now remember, with 10 in each one, that means 2,000 coins already gone. So when you see this, I actually have 2 coins on each one. So you have 5 across here, and then there's another one here, because it kind of shows that it shows that brilliance real nicely. And look at that right there. Isn't that beautiful? Brilliant uncirculated. And you can see, then you can see the edge. There's not that telltale copper line. These are all silver coins that you can have here. The last silver coins ever made by the United States government. You get 10 of them for $79.95. Remember, the nationally advertised catalog, the numismatic value of these in essence between $19.50 and $31.50 a coin. So at minimum, your roll's $195 if you buy these individually. And our roll of 10, $79.
You know, people have to be asking themselves, it sounds too good to be true. It's kind of like,
and that's what it is.
Because why does he do it?
Why do I do it? Well, because I buy them as silver. And what we do is we only buy the uncirculated coins, and we can occasionally make that deal. Not always. If I was indiscriminate in pricing, I would have these all the time, but I don't have these all the time. And so when I can buy them in brilliant uncirculated at the silver price, then I have enough to come and do a show. And that's exactly why we've done this. I haven't paid more, so why should you? I've made a good deal, so you get a good deal.
Admirable.
And that's ultimately, and that's why we've been here, or the Coin Show's been here for 25 years.
Exactly.
It's not exactly a fly-by-night kind of thing. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, which matters, because we'll be here in 30 days. I mean, if you're shopping on the internet, and I understand people do that, I get that. But you have to understand, it's the Wild West out there in the internet coins. There's counterfeits, there's overgraded coins, there's fake coins. It's unbelievable. So look, if you want to be a coin cowboy, that's your business, all right? But if you want to buy from a trusted source that's going to be here, that's been selling coins for a quarter of a century, and if you want to do that and get the best possible price that we can bring you with a 30-day money-back guarantee that you know will be here and get flex pay and all the other stuff, this is where you want to be.
And Mike actually hit on one of the things I was going to mention. I mean, flex pay, because we don't often do flex pay on our coins. I mean, and no kidding, you really are getting what you're paying for. And isn't that why you're getting coins in the first place? I mean, seriously.
These are generational touchdowns. They pass each generation as they go down. Very, very important. This is just a very quick little deal that we got here. The United States government has they started making the presidential dollars not that long ago. And they made them in these very special sets called the Coin and Chronicles set, which contains a coin, a medal, and a stamp. This is the original Kennedy stamp, from 1964. This was issued in 1964 with Kennedy and the Eternal Flame. This is an original stamp. It all comes with this. And when they did the presidential dollars prior to this, they just put in a regular one. For the Kennedy and a few other coins, they did a special reverse proof edition that was only available in this set. We originally had sold these at $699.
Oh, you're right.
These are my original first day of issues from 2015. I went into the vault, I found 27 sets. And I said, what can I do to sell 27 sets in about 2 minutes? And I figured, I know how I can do that. I'll just take $300 off. And so that's exactly what I've done. So I took the Kennedy Coin and Chronicles, graded perfect. You get the Coin and Chronicles, the special lacquer U.S. government issue box for 27 people. Save $3. $300. $300.
Do you know what?
$300.
I think that's the biggest price adjustment I've ever seen you do on any singular coin.
Go and find our Truman set, which will hopefully on next. It's an $800.
No, it's not. Really?
$1,299. HSN price. We're $499. I got about, save a car. Okay, we discounted it a car.
I'm so sorry. I think I swallowed my own tongue.
Yes, that's right. 800. So that would be the biggest. This would be the second. So you were wise to point that out.
I was close.
Yes, indeed.
I was close.
All right. Remember I said we had 27 of these? We have 23 of these.
Oh, do we really? Okay.
That's right.
All right, give me the story.
Very quickly. I had to do this very quick. The American Silver Eagle, when it first came out, most popularly collected silver coin in the world today. You often see us sell Mint State 70 American Silver Eagles. We sell them. That's our today's special. Has been, New Year's Eve day every year since I've been here for almost 2 decades. They're anywhere between $79 and $99, basically. I'm going to give you. We're going to go to 2016 here because you already bought the 2017s probably and 2018s.
Right.
Mint State 70, and we're going to have Mint State 70 perfect, and we're going to go backwards.
Oh, wow.
All the way to 2001.
Oh, no kidding.
Now, I haven't been doing it quite since 2001 here.
Okay.
Here's the deal. So you get 16 coins. It's about $89 a coin. You get this incredible
present. Like that.
Here's the thing I'll tell you, and I can't always say this, but I can say this here. You cannot find this set anywhere out there for $1,499.
Yeah.
It's not even possible.
Yeah.
The only way we can do this is because I made these coins. And people say, what do you mean you made the coins? We sell thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of Mint State 69 sets. I literally grade millions of American Silver Eagles.
Yeah.
And over the course of time, from 2001 to 2016, I'd put together about 250 of these sets.
Okay.
We sold these last week and the week before, and I have 23 remaining. These are not replaceable for me. So here's the thing. The 2017, 16, 15, you can probably find those coins for $79.
Okay.
Maybe even the 14s or 13s. But this coin right here, I can tell you right now, you can't find this coin for less than $350. It's simply not possible. This coin for less than $300. This coin for less than $300. This coin for less than $250. That top row, there is no possible way you can find those coins for $1,499.95 in absolutely perfect condition. And one of the biggest reasons is this. In 2008, we had a little financial trouble here in the United States and actually around the world. People rushed to the security of silver.
Yeah.
The mintage of the 2008 American Silver Eagle was about 6 million. The mintage of the 2009 American Silver Eagle was about 40 million. And it has stayed at average 40 million since then.
Okay.
So these are all 40 million, so there's more coins out there. The average mintage of these coins is more like 5 million. So these coins are 6 to 8 times rarer anyway. And the United States government, nobody was grading these coins in Mint State 70 back then, except me. And even I wasn't grading them back then. So the boxes, you have to find sealed boxes. You just can't find them. Getting Mint State 70 coins is incredibly difficult. The United States minting technology was nowhere near what it is today. And so because of that, you have to understand that you have a unique opportunity to get basically the first 16 coins of the 21st century in absolutely perfect condition. We were talking earlier about how important that is.
Yeah.
Go back to the 1996, just a couple coins back. In Mint State 69, it's about a $150 coin. In Mint State 70, it's about a $5,000 coin. You have to understand, I've sold many of these coins individually in the past for that $300, $400, even $500, particularly the 2001. So for me to be able to put the entire set here at less than $100 a coin and still put it in the red oak presentation box. Now here's the problem, we have 22 sets. These are not restockable for me.
Right.
Okay, I mean, I have to start grading from scratch. It will be months and months and months and months, if not years, before I'm able to redo this. I had the same thing. We had some 1986 to 1989s. Those were also $14.99. I sold those out. I told people. Now I get calls all the time. I said, look, I told you I sold them out. I don't have any more.
It's true.
Okay, that's where this is going. This is a situation because every single solitary coin is certified absolutely, positively perfect. Folks, it is unbuyable any place else.
Yeah.
In PCGS, that's a $45,000 set. I mean, it's just...
Do you know what? Because, Mike, I was actually going to... It begs the question for me, is there anybody else who curates sets like that?
They try.
They
try. I just had about a year and a half ago, I had my last Mint State 70 Annex set.
Okay.
Complete set American Silver Eagle sets. There was 32 coins. That would have been half the collection. We sold it for... I think it was about $75,000, something like that. Those mid-90s coins are almost impossible.
Wow.
Okay, those mid-90s coins. Okay, now.
Ooh, now this looks cool.
This is fun.
Oh.
I've got 58 of these. We already sold 23.
Yeah.
I gotta put these down so we can really see them. Okay. Look at the dates. 1986, first year of issue, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. The first 7 years of the American Silver Eagle, less than $100 a coin. Now here's the cool part. It's not just any coin. These are the original proof coins. These are the special presentation coins, and this is the original government packaging. I picked the first 7 years because for the first 7 years, the United States government made the proof coins at the San Francisco Mint.
Okay.
For the last quarter century or more, they've made them at the West Point Mint.
Okay.
These, they started at and they've never made them at the San Francisco Mint again for the regular issue American Eagles, proof Eagles. So these are the first 7 years and the complete set of the American proof silver eagles that you're going to have. And here's the cool thing, they come with all the original government boxes.
Can I ask you something? Was it as hard to find pristine packaging as it was the coin? Or?
Much harder to find the packaging than the coin.
Really?
Because people, I mean,
well,
it's cardboard.
Yeah, well.
I mean, it's cardboard and paper.
You're right.
Okay, it's 32 years old.
Oh, God, when you say it that way.
You know, it's 32 years old and it's cardboard and paper. So, yeah, it takes a beating. So finding this in pristine condition is significantly more difficult than the coins. And to have them, oh, yes, we have the original, oh, you have them, fantastic. You have the original certificate of authenticity. They go, well, no, who does?
Exactly.
And I go, well, if you're going to sell them to me, you need to. Because it gives you all the original specifications signed by the Mint Director or the Treasurer of the United States government, Madonna Pope at the time. And at $99 per coin. That's the thing that I find amazing. If we take, for instance, I'm down to 57. I have 24 of these, 2 dozen already sold. So when you look at this and realize, okay, it's the first 7 years. Now, the proof coins are the present. Proof is not a condition, but a method of manufacture. I'm going to pull this out, guys.
Okay.
And pull this down here. If you take this coin, look at this beautiful little velvet box. It's got the little pewter. Isn't that great? The little pewter seal of the United States government on that.
That's cool.
I'm going to pop that open.
All right.
See this little tab, little tabby right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pull that.
Okay.
Boom, and the coin pops right out.
How neat.
So you can see that coin, and then this mirror finish is done by striking the coin multiple times at high pressures to give you that beautiful mirror finish, and there is that same. In today's world, that's a W mint mark, and has been on the proof American Eagle for years and years and years.
Well, that's a knockout.
So look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now you have to understand, this is an original 1986 American Silver Eagle. So once again, we picked pristine coins and we picked pristine packaging, which is why I had only about 80 of these sets to go around. We're down to 53 of these sets. They are selling very quickly. It's one of those coin sets. Look, if I put them together haphazardly and I was willing to charge $899 or $999, I could probably do 100 or 200 sets, you know, once a month. Right. But that's not what we do. Remember, that's why we talked about it. That's why we've been here doing this for over a quarter of a century, is because we are able to do this and have these coins at good prices, the best possible prices that we can bring to you. And that's what the key to this is. We're now down to 50 sets. I have far more people on the phone than I have sets. It's not a set that you're going to see next week or the week after or something like that, because it is old.
No way.
Here's one of the things I like. So, so here's the original government packaging.
I can't get over that. That's
now
so
I want to flip
dynamite.
this open. Okay, this is a puff. This is like a silver puff. Notice the circle?
Yeah.
If you'll notice, the coin is slightly raised. So this is what happens if that's closed for 25 years.
Oh,
it creates a tiny, that's how I know. That's one of the things we actually look for to make sure that it's not a put together set, that this is probably the original coin, or we believe it's absolutely the original coin in the original packaging. Because the only way you can do that is have that shut for about 25 or 30 years.
You're right. Is
ultimately what it comes to. A 5-year-old coin isn't going to have that, indentation. And so that's an important thing to have. And so like I said, first 7 years. So this is the first year of issue, 86, 87. And interestingly enough, people say, so the 86 is the hardest one to get. Not actually, and we're under 4 dozen now. A lot of these moving. No, because it came out in 86. Everybody was really excited. They were still pretty excited in 87. By 88, it's like, I've been there, done that. The hard coins to get are 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. And so, because people put these away because it was the very first one. Well, people didn't necessarily put these away. So finding these coins at all, let alone in pristine condition with everything else involved, is extraordinarily, excruciatingly difficult to do. Thank goodness it's not really up to me, but my buying team, you know. And so they have to put up with that. Remember, the packaging, as you pointed out, all individually hand-selected. Now, there's a tiny bit of wear on here, but once again, it is cardboard.
Exactly.
It is paper, It is cardboard and paper, and that's the United States Mint seal put on by the United States Mint. Absolutely stunning coin opportunity right there. First 7 years, the only 7 San Francisco Mint regular proof eagles.
I can tell you without question, every single one of these will go. It's interesting too, because obviously I do host a lot of different types of shows here at HSN, and a lot of times, you know, electronics, I'll say, okay, well, compare. You know, look at this else. You can't compare that to anything else. It's not like I can say, hey, go to this website or check out, you know, the comparison there. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, it's just, it is unique unto what Mike and what he's been doing here for well over 2 decades at HSN. So don't hang up. We will let you know when that is completely gone. Now, talk to me. What we got going on?
Okay, I got to go real fast here. We don't have a lot of time on this one. This is what's called the Supplemental Eagle Pick.
All right.
Okay? It's customer pick. The United States government, remember when I told you how we started making a lot more silver eagles in about 2009? They got behind.
Okay.
The West Point Mint. So they needed help. So in 2011, they asked the San Francisco Mint, right up here, they said, hey, can you help us make some of these coins?
Right.
They said yes. So they made these coins that you see right here. They didn't put a mint mark on them, okay?
All right.
They didn't put a mint mark on them. They had an S. They were made at the San Francisco Mint, and if you'll notice the boxes up here, and there were these boxes, they had yellow straps instead of white straps that said San Francisco.
Okay.
And they did that in 2011, and 2012, and 2013, okay, and 2014.
Okay.
They did that. Those were called the Supplemental Mint coins.
Okay.
And we did those, and those were very, very, very popular. We sold lots and lots of those coins. And then the Mint said we stopped. We never did it again.
Okay.
And we believed them. Foolish us. And we believed that to be the case until last year.
Okay.
An intrepid numismatic journalist, and I too knew no such person existed, asked the United States, there's one, okay, there's one guy in Iola, Wisconsin, who asked the United States government under the Freedom of Information Act, by the by, have you been making American silver eagles at the Denver Mint, the Philadelphia Mint, or the San Francisco Mint from 2015 to date? And under the Freedom of Information Act, the United States government had to say, yes, we have. And he said, can you give me the box numbers? And they said, yes, we will. And we didn't learn that until last year. And so what we end up with is coins that were made in 2015, 16, and 17 at the Philadelphia Mint, the San Francisco Mint, and the West Point Mint. In 2015, it was just the Philadelphia Mint. The secret American silver eagles. The government literally tried to hide this from us.
Oh, how funny.
The key coin, so here, let me get down to this. We only have a couple minutes here.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the 2016 secret Philadelphia minted eagle. $99.95. What we are going to give you then is the opportunity to get into our 9-coin auto ship program.
Right.
And what you get with that is all of the other supplemental mint eagles and this beautiful red oak presentation box.
Yeah.
The key to that, all these coins, $99 is a pretty fair price for all these coins.
Oh, yeah.
But it's this coin right here,
Okay.
2015
Yeah.
P. The single rarest mint state silver eagle ever made by the United States government. According to the United States government, they only made 79,000 of these coins. The instant one of the boxes had one of these straps popped off, you could no longer certify it as a P-Mint coin. I would estimate that there are only, if they made 79,000, there's no more than about 10 or 15,000 of these coins in existence.
Wow.
We sell this coin, this Annex coin right here, not in the Monster Box collection. If you go to hsn.com, it's $599.
The one coin.
Customer pick.
Okay.
I sold the 286 that I had at the time. I may have 3 or 4 more.
Yeah.
$590. This is one of your auto ships for $99.95.
Wow.
All the coins are $99.95. As you go down and you stay in the program, so you get the 2016, now remember, these are coins, you get the 2017 P and S. You don't get the W mint coins, because those were the regular issue coins. You only get the supplemental minted coins, the extra coins, the secret coins. So in 2017, they did 3. They did 3 coins, but there's 2 secret coins. You have the P Mint and the S Mint. You get both of those. The 16, the P and the S, you get those. The 15, it was only the Philadelphia Mint. You get that. And then in 14, 13, 12, and 11, they made S Mints. We knew about those. Okay, but you get every single one of the supplemental American Silver Eagles, the secret American Silver Eagles, at $99 a coin, including this coin, for $99, and we have sold literally hundreds of these for $599.95, folks. And when you get it, I think with your first auto ship, you get the fantastic red oak presentation box with no additional cost or charge.
And flex pay, $33.32. I mean, go figure. The one coin more than pays for the purchase. More with Mike in just a moment. Stay with us.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN Live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
There's no better love
than customer love.
Our customers make us
head over heels happy.
How do we love you?
Let us count the ways.
At HSN, our customers are a very big deal, so we filled the month with special savings, deals, exclusive offers for HSN cardholders, and even a few surprises. It's just our way of saying
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Because the very best thing about us
is you.
I am Mike Mezak's helpful assistant. And I'm not afraid to say that. It's really
I said, be careful if we tilt
exactly.
those, we get a coin waterfall.
Exactly. I'm holding on to the set for dear life.
This is our wall of coins.
It is
what
our wall of coins.
We've got here. I've not had this in forever. Not only have I not had it in forever, look at the price break.
Oh, whoa.
$4.99 to $2.99. I got 139 of these. Every single solitaire, 161, my mistake.
Yeah.
We're going to sell every single one of them right here.
Will.
I got however many 8 minutes I can do, or something like that. Let me explain to you what this is. You get to buy coins like a coin dealer.
Right.
So there's 11 sets in here. There's 11 sets in here because you get 99, 2000, 2001. These are all the state quarters, okay, right, and the territorial quarters. There's actually, this set actually can go right there.
Nice.
You get those 4 sets. You get every one of these 11 proof sets for $299, literally less than the cost from the United States government. Now, here's the interesting thing. I say buy like a coin dealer. Because what happens is coin dealers, and please pay attention to this, coin dealers buy these. The reason you don't see these sets is we buy them and we break them up and we sell them individually.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So you're paying basically $25 a set, let's call it, okay? It might be $27 a set. I want to come over there in front of Shannon.
Okay.
This is the 2009 set right here. All 4 of these is the set that you pay $25 for, okay?
Okay.
If I sell these individually, and we have,
yes,
the nationally advertised catalog, these are the special Lincoln pennies, okay, for the 100th anniversary. They're $13.50 a piece.
Okay.
Okay, so that's $52.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's $52.
Gotcha.
These are the territorial proof quarters. Those are $7.95 a piece. There's 6 of those times 8. That's $56. So we're $108 right there. These are the presidential dollars. They're $7.95 a piece. That's another $32.
Okay.
Okay, so we're about 140 bucks right now.
Right.
Okay, this coin's 25, 5, and 20. So we're about $185 coin by coin for the 2009 set. Okay? So now you understand why when I get the complete sets of these, and I don't think I've sold, I know I haven't sold it this year, we sell those. I'm going to go just right to 2008, and then we'll get really busy on this. Folks, there's only there's only 161 of these. Remember, you get all those. So that was about 100 and, what do we have there, 150? That was about 180 bucks roughly. Yep. These state quarters, this is the Hawaii quarter. That one's $25.
Okay.
1850, 1850, 1850, and 1850. That's 100 bucks. Oh, okay. Those right there are $7.90. So there's 150. The 2008 sack is actually the Sacagawea Gold. There's $32.50. Oh. The Kennedy's like $27.95. So basically, for the 2008 and 2009 set, coin by coin, for the 2008, 2009 set, coin by coin, you've got yourself there about $375. Oh, I'm going to insist that you take all of the other stuff with the original government packaging for $299.95. You're buying it like a coin dealer. You basically get an entire set of proof American state quarters.
Yeah.
You basically getting an absolute complete first 10 years of the Sacagawea golden dollar, because they start in 2010. You're going to get the first 10 of the 21st century Kennedy half dollars. So you're going to do this. And so I'm like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but I want to do something.
Okay.
So you're going to be, we have a coin count here, and so we're looking at probably, what's that going to be? That's about 130 coins, something like that. Call it 120 coins. I'm going to call it $3 a coin. Okay. I think that's too much, but you know, what the heck. I'm going to go right to the Sacagawea Golden Dollars. You're paying $3 a piece for those.
Okay.
In the nationally advertised catalog for Sacagawea Golden Dollars, in proof condition, starting in the year 2000. This is just going to give you an idea of why this is such an exceptional opportunity. The proof coins, these little golden dollars, $10.50, $13.50, $19.95, $13.95, $15.50, $12.95, $16.50, $17.50, $25, and $10.75. So just for the Sacagawea Golden Dollars, it looks like you're about 200 bucks. Oh, okay, just for the little Sacagawea Golden Dollars. And if you go back to the Kennedy half dollars in those same years, and those are, and that's the amazing part of this, you're going to be, where are we at? $34.50, $21, $9.75, $10.50, $10.50, $10.75, $25, $9.75, $13.50. The 2008, my mistake. I said that was right. It was $45.50.
Oh, well, there you go.
$45.50 for that coin. So basically, coin by coin by coin, we're looking at the better part. It's over $1,000 coin if you would buy these coins individually. Or, excuse me, you can get the sets at less than the original government issue price.
That's insane.
The government charged at the time.
Yeah.
Like for the 2009 set, I think with shipping and handling was $45.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think it was $45. The 2008 set, I think, was $40. You're paying about 27 bucks a set. And these are not just the quarter sets. I've sold many of the quarter sets at that price as well. But when we do the price break, and look, you're getting the presidential dollars. You get 2007, 2000, you get the first 12 presidential dollars.
Yeah.
That's 100 bucks. Okay? The Kennedy half dollars in this set I just went through, they're $2.99. The Lincoln cents in here are about 150 bucks. The nickels are 100, the dimes are 100. The quarters are like $3.75 because it's all the state quarters that are in here. So coin by coin by coin, we're talking about a phenomenal amount of money, but we get them and we give them to you in the original government packaging with the original government boxes and with the original, look at this, again, certificates of authenticity. Check this out, the original government certificates of authenticity that you're going to have in every single solitary one of them. Now, here's the key, folks. I know that shows about a minute there. This is what happens. I know it's a lot of stuff.
Right.
I know it's hard to get your head around that you get all of these coins. You get, so this isn't like the front and the back and the this and the that. Every single thing you see here comes to you for $299.95.
Wow.
And I find that truly, ultimately, ridiculously opportunistic.
So even at the $4.99 price.
Yeah, we sold lots.
We sold lots.
Oh, sure.
It was still like what you could almost consider a half-off sale. If you took just the value of the sets or the quarters, even some of the quarters individually. Sure. I mean, seriously. So at $2.99, basically, if you are not getting this now, you have to understand, I'm with Mike. It's so funny. When I first started doing these sets with you, I used to think, oh, okay, now do they choose what's on Mike's side or my side? I used to think that it was like a choice of, I really did.
Well, when you look at this coin by coin, that the bottom, this last set's 150 bucks.
Yeah.
And then this set's about 150 bucks because, I mean, this is 100.
Right.
Okay, and actually I was wrong because that's 100. It's 150 for this coin and these 5 coins. Yeah. That's 150. That's 150, 170, that's 225, that's about 230, 330. We're about $350 for the last 2 sets, coin by coin. So we go there. And people say, well, how do you do it? Like you always say, how do you do it? Well, if I can find people who will sell me sets, the sets are cheaper.
Right.
But the sets are increasingly difficult to get. And so because of that, because of what you can do with this. Right. And so people say, well, do people really buy them individually like this? I go, people mostly buy them individually. I mean, that's the entire key to this whole thing, is that people mostly buy them individually. And so every one of these, of course, they sold out limited edition. I remember selling the 1999 set for $299. Wow. I mean, it was the hottest proof set that the United States government has ever released. I sold this set at $299, but at the time I was paying $200 a set. Right. So what happens is now patience has been rewarded. It's not always that way in coin collecting.
True.
Okay? In this instance, your patience has been rewarded to get a complete set of state quarters and territorial quarters. The first 10 years of the Sacagawea golden dollar. You're going to have the first, you get 11 Kennedy proof dollars. You get all of those right now. We are well under 100 of those.
Oh, yeah. Okay, definitely on its way to sell out. So, ooh. Now, do you have many of these?
That's a palladium. You know platinum, right?
Yeah.
Palladium is the rarer cousin. It's about 1,000 times rarer than platinum.
Oh, wow.
This is a solid palladium coin.
Oh, now how cool is that?
Now, here's the interesting thing. I have 3 left. I had 3. We sold 3. Okay, I have 3 of these left. Here's the big deal. Platinum has gone up in the last palladium, has gone up in the last 2 weeks about 25%. Almost all the palladium in the world is found where? Russia. We're concerned about palladium supplies. Let's just say that, if we will.
Exactly.
And so because of that, palladium has been on fire. I have these from last year, the only palladium coin ever done in the history of the United States Mint. This is not plated. This is solid palladium. This is solid palladium. 3 left.
That's sharp.
And so palladium goes up 25%. I cut the price $200, but only for two. I have 2 left.
Well,
2 left is all that we have, so we got to go.
Okay, 2 of you can get it. All right, so we are scooting along. All right, what do you got for me next?
This is critical.
Okay.
Remember I told you about the 2015 P Annex?
Yeah.
We got a box.
Yeah.
We had a box. I got some, we certified them at ICG. I have the 2015 P minted. The 2015 P minted, this 79,640 mintage American Silver Eagles. I've never sold this coin certified, and they have to be certified because they come out of the box. There's that secret Silver Eagle we were talking about. I've never sold this coin for less than $599.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, no. We've sold lots of, I think we're sold out at $599. I have got, I graded an entire box, I got about 250 of these.
Okay.
In Mint State 69. I have to be honest, I had some Mint State 70s that I sold privately at $3,000 a coin. And it's one of the reasons that I can do these at $379, because we had a pretty good quantity of the Mint State 70s. Right. And so what I was able to do is sell these significantly below market.
Wow.
So let me go over this story yet again. The United States government, like I said, was secretly in 2015, secretly making American Silver Eagles at the Philadelphia Mint and never told us. 79,640 of them. Now, I know for a fact that at least half of them aren't in existence. It's not possible.
Wow.
Because I had them.
Yeah.
We didn't know it at the time. In 2015, when we did our today's special value here, I sold 19,000 or whatever of these Silver Eagles. We got in our Eagles from the United States Mint to have them certified, and it was funny because the pallet was labeled from the Philadelphia Mint, and we just assumed they were regular West Point Mint. We opened up all of them. None of them were ever certified. By our own records, there were about 40,000 coins on that pallet. So I know for a fact, because I personally am responsible for 40,000 of these coins disappearing.
Wow.
I know that the entire mintage record of this coin amounts to only about 5,000 coins, maybe 6,000 coins total.
Okay.
It makes it by far and away the rarest American Silver Eagle that the United States government has ever done, particularly in Mint State proof. You kind of do it any way that you want it. You slice and dice that any way you want. This coin was one of the single most significant coins ever made by the United States Mint, and we were this close to never even knowing it existed. Like I said, were it not for that intrepid numismatic journalist, we would have never known, and the government had to tell us. Now, they didn't tell us until March of last year.
Okay.
So these coins had 2 years before, because they had to be in original boxes that were still wrapped. Sure. Okay, that still had the seals on them. That had the serial numbers. Not only the exterior serial numbers match up, but there's an interior serial number that has to match up. So you have got what is quite literally the king of all American Silver Eagles. We had earlier the king of the regular issue American Silver Eagle. This is the king of all American Silver Eagles. The only coin that even comes close to this in terms of mintage is the 1995 W. And the United States government made 31,000 of those. Okay. That coin in this condition sells all day long for $5,000. When I have them, they're gone almost immediately at $5,000.
Wow.
This coin has basically the same mintage as that coin. And in terms of the remaining coins, I believe that this coin is significantly rarer than the 1995W. This coin must be certified. You cannot buy this coin unless it's certified by one of the top 4 grading companies that are out there. Has to be certified by PCGS, NGC, ICG, or Annex. Those are the only 4 certified and recognized grading companies. It must come from those sets right there. So you have an opportunity to buy this coin at a price that we have never been able to do before. It's not even close, folks.
Wow.
$5.99. The lowest price ever done. I bought the last box available in the marketplace only because we killed it on the 70s. And I'd have to be $5, because you have to take the price of the box. We paid $100,000 for the box. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's a little bit more. It's about $135,000 for the box. And so then you certify them. Some of them don't grade at all.
Yeah.
Okay, we certified enough of them in 70s so that we can offer the Mint State 69s at the single most reasonable price that I've been able to do by just about an order of magnitude.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
Did they ever account for why they kept it a secret?
They said it just didn't matter. No.
Really?
And we've asked them.
Yeah.
They said it doesn't matter. And I go, well, it kind of does.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it kind of does.
Yeah, it kind of does. I got to be honest with you. I'm just, it's just my life.
Exactly.
But you going
to argue with the government? They're going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like.
Here, I'll just go over there and bang my head against the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be a more pleasurable experience.
Let's see how that works out for you.
Both of them will work out about the same.
Exactly. All right. So, by the way, the show is almost over. Remember, this is an abbreviated show, so I'm going to let you, I'm going to turn you loose, Mike. So, what?
This is cool. You'll like this.
Okay.
1881, Clara Barton founds the American Red Cross. We did a deal with the American Red Cross and the Clara Barton Foundation and found original 1881 Morgan silver dollars, contemporaneous to the exact year of their founding, did an exclusive label and certification with NGC with the special red core that we did in a special red, as you can see right there, with the American Red Cross. There's Clara Barton in Mint State 64, exclusively available from us here at HSN. Mint State 64, so it's not just an original Morgan silver dollar. It's not just uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated. You have to understand, this is choice, brilliant, uncirculated. Mint State 64, this coin is available no place else on the planet, but right here at HSN. Isn't that cool?
This is so cool. You know, that's just it, because honestly, if you've never seen the Coin Collector or Mike before, it's like a living history show in a way. I mean, did you love history in school too?
I have a master's degree in history. As my dad said when I graduated, he says, "What do you do now, Einstein? Open you up a history store?" I kind of did.
You did.
I followed my father's advice. He's a wise man.
He is a wise man. But I guess I mentioned that because you really bring not the history of the coins and the history of
It's always
America
the thing that fascinated me.
It is.
It's the historical part of it. Understanding what was happening in 1881. Well, in 1881, the American Red Cross was founded. This coin signifies that. This coin commemorates that. This coin is exclusive. And as is often the case, $199 is a reasonable price just for the Mint State 64 dollar. Now you add in all of this value added. We're still going to give you the red oak presentation box. We're going to give you the special, as you can see, insert that's available no place except right here at HSN. You put all of that together and you got a great and unique and amazing collectible that's not available anyplace else. And we've only got about 250 of these left. Absolutely, positively unique. The American Red Cross, of course, we've all grown up with it. We've always seen the works that they do. And so this is the opportunity to commemorate that, as you can see, and it's contemporaneous. So it was founded in 1881 as this Morgan silver dollar was. This was struck in San Francisco in 1881. And in Mint State 64, folks, it looks like it was made yesterday.
It really does.
It looks like it was made yesterday. It is truly and actually amazingly spectacular.
I mean, that you want to talk about a special piece of history. I mean, a legacy of sharing and caring, and definitely, like I've said repeatedly throughout the show, it's not like other shows that I do here at HSN where I can say, oh, go out and compare this to, such and such website or such and such storefront. This is not available anywhere else. I mean, it's just not, period, at any price. It's just not.
Now, for those that want the best of the best.
Okay.
So, top of the top, the cream of the crop.
Right.
So you're going to have right here, this is the 1880, so this is Mint State 64. I've got a Mint State 66 coin.
Oh.
Okay, the difference here, if you put the two coins
Okay.
side by side,
Yeah.
look at Lady Liberty's cheek.
Oh.
See her cheek's all, it looks puffy?
Yeah.
It looks like it's three-dimensional?
Yeah.
It's struck better. That's the difference between Mint State 64 and Mint State 66. Mint State 66 is a phenomenally ridiculously rare. Remember how we talked about grade matters?
Right.
Well, in this case, it matters about $400.
Yeah, there you go.
Because this coin is probably about 25 times rarer than this coin in this grade.
Yeah.
Is what we've got. So I've got some Mint State 66 of the Red Cross that we got here. So we have Mint State 64, we have Mint State 66.
Very cool.
A very few of these coins, absolutely 100% exclusive to us here.
And
at
remember,
HSN.
too, you know, it's also one of those shows where sometimes, you know, you'll hear us say, oh, it might go on wait list or backward. That is also, that does not happen in the coin kingdom.
I don't think I've ever had a wait list.
Do you know what? I don't think you have. I mean, so when we say, oh, we've got like 50 of something, 100 of something, 20
That's
of
what we
something.
got.
That's what we got.
And I had someone say, well, there's 100. I said, there's 50. Well, it says here 100. I said, well, you better have 50 at your house.
Exactly.
Because I don't know where another 50 are.
It's true. Mike, always a treat.
Pleasure.
You
Thanks,
know?
Shannon.
Okay, if you're going to collect
Enjoyed it very much.
something.
Might as well collect money.
Amen, brother. Always good to see you. All right, don't hang up on any of your coins. Actually, we've got a potpourri of things to help you around your home coming up.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284